Today on Studio 18 Live, presented by Old Venice Pizza Company, we'll be hearing from 4 Ole Miss seniors about their journey, finishing out the season, and life after college football. To join the conversation, tweet your questions using hashtag Studio18, or you can email your questions to studio18@olemiss.edu. Here now are Michael Thompson, AD for Marketing and Communications, and this week's first 2 guests, Mike Mary and Charles Sawyer.
Welcome back to Studio 18 Live, presented by Old Venice Pizza Company. We've got a fun show for you today with 4 Ole Miss football seniors. 4 seniors on the show today, our first ever show with 4 guests. But before we get to our first 2 guests, this week's Twitter question that we asked everybody was, predict the bowl that you think the Ole Miss Rebels are going to play in this year. So make sure to use hashtag Studio18. We've got a lot of great tweets coming in. Just keep tweeting, hashtag Studio18, and look for yours scrolling across the bottom of the screen. But I'm going to start with you. We've got Mike Mary and Charles Sawyer on the first part of this show, and then we're gonna bring Evan and Barry on in a minute. But let me start with you 2 guys. Charles, you were injured this spring, and I mean that's got to be as a student athlete, that's got to be a tough process to get back. Talk about that injury and then the process of getting back to health.
It was a long process. I mean. I had a shoulder injury, as in I had my rotator cuff. I had surgery on that. I had to repair it, and it's just a long nagging injury. And once you repair it, you know you got to keep working it, keep working it, keep working it. But you know, once it got well, you know, I was totally fine with it. So
you're 100% ready to roll. All right, Mike, you were All-State coming out of Florida, weren't you?
Yes, sir.
So you probably had a lot of different options as far as where you were going to play college football. Why Ole Miss?
This is really just the only place I really felt like home, and just kind of slower than Florida. You know, I had to get away from the city life for a little while. Just felt like home. Everybody treated you like family on the campus and around the city.
It's just a cozy feeling.
Yes, sir.
Charles, you're a business management major, aren't you?
Right.
About to get your degree.
I already graduated.
You already got your degree.
Yeah.
So what's after football for you?
You know, I always wanted to, you know, own my own business when it comes to that. So that's why I picked business management. You know, things like that to put me in the direction where you learn different, you know, things from business, not from management perspective or, you know, entrepreneur, you know, different things like that. So that's why, you know, I went in that field of business.
All right, what's your business going to be?
Honestly, I got a few ideas. I'm not going to throw them out there.
You don't want to throw them out there? You scared somebody to take them? Some of the new stuff?
Yeah, nah, some has already been, you know, been there. It's just, you know, different, you know, ideas that you have. You can twist it up a little bit and make it your own.
And where do you want to do it?
It doesn't matter. It really
Anywhere.
does. Anywhere that's warm.
Anywhere that's warm. Can you give me kind of both your favorite moment at Vaught-Hemingway Stadium?
Mine would have to be beating LSU.
Yeah.
That was my first time beating LSU, and it was at home, so it was a special moment. Just winning for the fans, really. Just finally winning a big game for them.
Yeah, that was a big one.
Yes, sir.
I mean, talk us through the last few minutes of that game for you.
We've been in a lot of big games that we were in it at the end, and we just couldn't find a way to pull it out. So we just had to talk to the team and just say we had to find a way to pull this one out. This is our seniors' last time playing LSU, and the last time playing them at home especially. So we had to find a way to try to pull it out.
What about you?
That was special. I mean, from when we walked out to the stadium to, you know, when we walked back in, it was a special moment. I mean, that whole week was different. You know what I mean? The coaches didn't have to say anything. No one to, you know, hype them up for the game. I mean, you know who you're playing.
Everybody
you see it, you know who you're playing. So when the clock struck 0, I mean, it was just like a dream come true because I never beat LSU. I mean, we watch former players beat them.
Right.
But as us playing in the game and actually being LSU, it's just a special moment.
That's awesome. Mike, you know, it's obviously a huge honor to wear the 38. You know, in honor of Chucky Mullins. I mean, what's that been like?
It's just been special. It makes you want to play harder and just try to do everything the right way because, you know, wearing that number, you got more eyes on you. and you just want to try to live up to his legacy and the players before you that wore the number. You want to try to do as well as they did in every aspect, on and off the field.
So do you feel like it's a bigger responsibility for you?
Yes, sir.
I mean, it just puts you in the weight room earlier, longer,
Yes, sir.
getting ready?
Just try to show the younger players the right way to do things, and just try to be an example, lead by example.
I've always wondered, I mean, what is it like when you're in the locker room and you're literally about to pull that jersey, that navy or red jersey or white on the road jersey over your head with those numbers on it?
I just I still get nervous before every game until the first play. Like sometimes I even throw up before the game. It just always until that first play. It's just nerve wracking.
I mean, any more nerve wracking though without the number, without the 38 on there?
You just know that more eyes are gonna be on you.
Yeah.
From the time you walk out of the tunnel to the coin toss to the first play to the last play, it's gonna be nothing but eyes on you.
Yeah, no, it's a big responsibility. All right, let's take a couple of questions from Twitter. What's our first question? Oh, well, we already asked this, and I jumped the gun on George. All right, what's your favorite memory inside Vaught Hemingway Stadium? So let's say, aside from LSU this year, give us one more. Each of you give us one more moment inside of the Vault that is special to you. You'll never forget.
It's a lot, man. It's a lot. I would say, I'd probably say Auburn last year, or Mississippi State last year.
Yeah, Mississippi State.
Yeah. I would say that. Yeah,
We fed Moncrief
I mean,
all night. Didn't we?
Yeah.
It was
I mean,
nuts.
that moment, Mississippi State moment was big because that put us in the predicament of where we were last year to get into a bowl, and the fans really needed it. You know what I mean? So it was a long year of hearing different things. So I think that moment was special last year.
Yeah, I think that I know a lot of people in this building, and I've talked to a lot of fans about this too, that during that game, at some point during that game, it just felt like something was different, and that Ole Miss football was about to do something really special, and that was really just the beginning. And now we're almost done through this next season, and special things continue to happen.
Right. It's a want-to. That's what it was.
But it was something that you could almost feel. It was unique. It was very, very special. That game was very, very special. All right, let's go to Twitter question number 2. What will having an Ole Miss degree mean to you?
Just nothing but opportunities. Ole Miss is respected all around the country. So just having a degree from Ole Miss just opened up so many more doors for you and just help you get your life started on the right track.
What about you, Charles?
Pretty much the same. I mean, you can get a degree pretty much anywhere now online, but the places that you get a degree from now, that piece of paper means a lot with the logo that's on it. You know what I mean? So, I mean, coming from here, I mean, it's well known, respected with academics when it comes to Ole Miss and a degree. So, I mean, it's a special thing to me to have it. That's one reason why I stayed to finish to get my degree.
That's awesome. Well, kudos to both of you guys. All right, we're going to take a quick break. We're going to show you what's going on as far as upcoming events, and then we'll be right back with Evan Swindall and Barry Brunetti. So stick around.
This week on campus, Friday night Rebel Hoops is in full action with another doubleheader evening. The women tip off at 5 p.m. when they host Southeastern Louisiana. Then following the conclusion of Game 1, the men host Mississippi Valley State. Approximate tip is slated for 7:30 p.m. Saturday, the 24th ranked Rebel football team goes for their 5th win in a row as they host number 8 ranked Missouri. Kickoff is scheduled for 6:45 p.m. and will be broadcast on ESPN. And on Sunday, women's hoops is back in action inside the Tad Smith Coliseum as they host Tennessee State. Tip-off is scheduled for 2 p.m. Get your tickets at OleMissHoops.com. Don't forget to join the voice of the Rebels, David Kellum, and head coach Hugh Freeze at Buffalo Wild Wings every Thursday for our Coaches Show Reb Talk. Broadcast begins live at 7 p.m. Arrive early for best seating. Ole Miss students, make sure you're signed up for Rebel Rewards by downloading the free app. For more information, visit RebelRewards.com. For information on this and all other events, visit OleMissSports.com.
All right, welcome back. We've got 2 more seniors joining us on Studio 18 Live, presented by Old Venice Pizza Company. We've got Evan Swindall and Barry Brunetti. So welcome to the show, guys.
Thank
Good to be here.
Appreciate you guys being here. I know you've got a busy schedule, getting ready for Mizzou. How do you feel like the team is looking?
I feel like we've been preparing since Sunday. We put the Troy game behind us, got that victory, celebrated that night, and came into Sunday with a focused mentality. And I think we're ready to go.
Ready to work. It's
Ready
going
to
to be
work.
It's going to be a big game. One of the biggest that I can ever remember here. And we've got some things planned for the atmosphere Saturday night, where the vault is going to be insanely loud. It's going to be awesome. So I know you guys are going to be able to feed off of that. Evan, you know, I was a lineman in high school too, so I know that there's not a lot of love for some of the O line. So guys like Barry and Moncrief and some of the specialists normally get a lot of the credit or fame, whatever you want to call it. But you guys, I mean, the offensive line is the anchor for so much on the offense. And so talk about your relationship with some of the other guys on that line and how you guys have kind of bonded together.
Well, you know, we have a couple of seniors, Emmanuel McCray, Patrick Geenan, Duke, and then, you know, the new guys, Laramie Tunzel and Austin Golson. And Justin Bell. We all just, you know, work together every day, and, you know, we go do blitz pickup with Barry and Bo, and we all get along, and we all understand each other, and the chemistry is really good.
Well, I mean, talk about your offensive line a little bit.
I mean, I think they're great. Like they kind of asked us this week, how would they be against this interior D-line of Missouri? But I think our O-line will step up to the challenge they do every week, and they have done that since I've been here. And Coach Luke does a great job preparing them, and they does a great job of listening to what he wants them to do. And I think they're gonna step up to the challenge and do a great job this Saturday.
Yeah, it's gonna be fun. So Barry, you transferred from West Virginia. Talk about that process and how you made that decision.
I chose West Virginia over some schools coming out of high school, and kind of one decisions I don't regret because I had some great times there. And once I got there, I noticed I was kind of too far from home, and kind of with personal reasons with my family and what my mom was going through at the time. She couldn't travel, and I didn't want to have to go through college ball not having my mom and dad being able to come see me when they've been coming to see me since I was 5. And that was kind of one of the great reasons why I wanted to come back closer to home, so my mom can be able to see me, because like the next level is not guaranteed, but this college level is guaranteed if you're not injured. And I want them and my family to be able to share this experience with me, so I wanted to come back closer.
Nice. And I can't get through a show. I've got my one guest on here that went to the same high school as I did, MUS, without mentioning this. So talk about how MUS maybe prepared you for Ole Miss.
I wouldn't be where I am today without MUS. I went to a totally different neighborhood from everybody that went to that school, and they changed me. I mean, I got there, it was a totally different environment, all boys, kind of none of the culture I was never raised around, and I wanted to leave. I changed the person that I was, and they turned me to a young man to a man. And I thank the coaches there, the teachers, and most of all my headmaster there for keeping me humble, and they changed me. And I thank them for everything. I thank them all the time. I call them. I call the school every once a month just to tell them I thank you for everything you did for me, because without them I probably wouldn't be in college.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Evan, what's your plans after you graduate?
Well, I already have my degree, and I'm just here, you know, doing the last semester to play
Playing some
football,
ball.
right? But I'm gonna try to see if I can go to the next level, just anywhere, you know, anything. And then if that doesn't happen, I'll try to come back and get my master's degree.
What do you want to do eventually if playing doesn't work out?
Well, I have a business degree in management, so I'll get my master's in that, and hopefully maybe get a job with FedEx or just anything around here, hopefully.
What about you and Charles teaming up on something?
Yeah, I could do that. That'd be good.
We can team up on something. We got to get some of these ideas out of Charles. Barry, what about you?
See, I love football, and my family, they just kind of grew up with a lot of coaches, so I wouldn't mind probably coaching at the high school, college level, wherever level I want to do. So that's kind of one of the things I've been mainly focused on. My uncle's the head coach at high school, and my dad coached me in Little League. So, and my family, they just sports fanatics. So that's kind of one of the things I focus on after this.
Great answers. All right, let's go to Twitter and let's answer these two questions that we asked the guys earlier. So, what is your favorite memory inside Vaught Hemingway Stadium?
Mine's probably how, like Mike and them said, LSU, getting that big win, big victory here for the Rebel Nation and for these coaches. That would probably be mine right there.
How'd you celebrate?
before or after the game? I mean, during the game or after? I was just, me and Mike played Madden after the game at home.
Nice.
He's my roommate. But we played Madden, but it was just a feeling, just seeing the fans. And I mean, to this day, even going through the walk after the LSU game, the fans are still saying, thank you for being LSU. So that's going to be memories installed in them forever.
Yeah, oh, big time. Yeah, that was an unforgettable night. What about you, Evan?
The same LSU. That last drive going down there and then Ritter kicking that field goal, that was probably the best moment here ever.
It was, yeah, it was awesome. That's probably a very easy question to answer. Some of the guys that played out there. We had Ritter on the show after that, and him talking about that experience was really cool. I mean, that was a neat, something that he'll never forget and be able to tell his kids and grandkids about. So, all right, well, I appreciate you guys being on the show. We're going to close out this week's show by showing you a sneak peek of the season. So this is a sneak peek of the season. The full episode airs tonight at 6 p.m. on WatchRebelVision.com. It's WatchRebelVision.com at 6 p.m. tonight to check out the full episode of the sneak peek you're about to see. So we'll see you next week on Studio 18 Live, presented by Old Venice Pizza Company.
Ready, 2, 4, 1. All right, gonna do the same thing we did last meeting. We'll watch a couple clips from Saturday. Get a chance to get those couple items fixed. Youngblood, are you in here? All right, now you may want to leave. You may not want to watch this. The Mack truck that Youngblood was trying to block there. The good news is he did not make the tackle. But at Youngblood's expense, he definitely caused some damage. Now, from a different angle, not even prettier. First I thought about targeting, but then I realized that he was actually trying to block him, so it's really not targeting. He must have been a big dude now. That's wreaking havoc on our sheet. Coach Nix, he's a big dude, huh? Yes, sir. I don't think we even slowed him down. It had like a speed bump.
And Will said, y'all need to wall him or what?
In all seriousness, though, we have a little fun with that. Bottom line is, we do a great job getting on our men here, even walling them off on the backside. The key is everybody doing your job. Get some good reps out there today and get a chance to get better. All right, change the game on 3. 1, 2, 3. All right, team meeting.